Yeah, welcome back here to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week between at West Franklin High School. We're getting ready for the boys' action here in game number 2. The Lady Falcons defeated the Lady Bulldogs of McLouth in game 1, 39-29. Here in game number 2, the West Franklin boys are in search still of their first win of the season. 0-12 on the year. And struggling to score the basketball is really what's been the biggest issue for West Franklin here this year, is trying to figure out who the guy is that can score the ball for them. They do a good job defensively for the most part. They do limit shots and a decent job on the boards, but it looks like Kate Fisher, the 6'5" shooter and scorer for West Franklin, he just street throws underneath the basket, rebounding here during warm-ups, so not a good sign in that instance for West Franklin, as one of their go-to guys is just sitting out here. So they're going to have to find other people to be able to put the ball in the hole. Sometimes that can actually benefit teams, is when a big score goes down like that, other guys are going to have to step up. You kind of can open up the offense, maybe make it a little bit more free, and we'll see if West Franklin's able to work the ball around, get some open looks, and put the ball in the hole here again. Also, with Fisher being out, it limits your height-wise. I mean, Kate is a very tall player. He does a great job just all the way around, but they're going to need him to, fill in for the lack of rebounding that Fisher, with his length, can bring to the table. And going up against the talented McLouth team, who's 6-3 on the year. They are 2-0 on the road so far this year. A couple neutral site games in early season and mid-season tournaments as well. But they are a tough ball club, have some good size as well. Starting lineups for tonight's for tonight's men's contest. From McLouth, 6'3" sophomore number 2, Jared Willits. He's joined by 6'8" senior number 3, Jackson Pope. At Coughlin, a 5'11" junior, Tayshawn Barfield, 5'11" senior, and 5'7" junior, Ben Arnett. Starting 5, Willits, Pope, Coughlin, Barfield, and Arnett. Starting lineup for West Franklin. Number 1, 6' junior, Nathan Hauer. He's joined in by 5'8" senior number 3, Matthew Gilkey. Number 11, 6' junior senior, Cameron Johnson. Dustin Burns, a 6' junior number 20. And number 32, 6' senior, Shane Berzer. Howard, Gilkey, Johnson, Burns, and Berzer, your starters for West Franklin. They play this non-conference game against the 6-3 Bulldogs of McLouth. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back to give you a little bit more of the pregame show here on the High School Game of the Week on KOFO.com.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
And welcome back here to West Franklin High School in the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week. Again, between at West Franklin High School here in Pomona, where the Falcons will play host to the Bulldogs from McLouth here in a non-conference ballgame, coming off the mid-season tournament weeks, and these two teams getting fired back up is coming into this going to be crucial to postseason seeding victories after that mid-season break. West Franklin still looking for their first win of the year. Going to have a tough time without Cade Fisher on the floor. The 6'6" junior is not dressed out tonight in street clothes, hoping to rebound underneath during warm-ups. McLouth 6'3", has some size as well that they put out onto the floor. Jackson Pope, a 6'8" senior, who, as you can see, is taking some jumpers at about 17, 18 feet away from the basket. It looks pretty good coming out of his hand. Definitely will stand out here on the floor to use their size. McLouth's going to make it tough on the undersized West Franklin Falcons here this evening. Falcons starters again, Nathan Hauer, 6' senior. Matt Gilkey, 5'8" senior. Cameron Johnson, a 6' senior. Dustin Burns, 6' junior. And Shane Berzer, also a 6' senior. And nobody over 6' tall will be available for West Franklin here this evening. Jared Willits is 6'3". Jackson Pope at 6'8". Listed as starters for McLouth. They're joined by Matt Kuglin, 5'11" junior. Kayshawn Barfield, 5'11" senior. And Ben Arnett, a 5'7" junior in the starting lineup. So a lot more size as far as that goes for McLouth. So it'll be crucial for West Franklin to keep them off the offensive glass here this evening if they're going to want to come away with the victory. We've got a couple minutes here before we announce the starters and get ready for action. So we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready for basketball. From here at West Franklin High School, I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no-fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Protect you and your family from the flu. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Did you know you can get your flu shot at Kramer Pharmacy at 134 South Main? The flu can be life-threatening to some young people or elderly. It's best to get the flu shot as soon as you can so you're protected going into flu season. Covered by Medicare and most insurance. Get your flu shot today at Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, with convenient parking on Main Street or out back at Legacy Square. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name, and it means supporting our local schools. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
It's late at night. You've been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Don't just watch the big game on Sunday. Make it an experience you'll never forget at the Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party. From 4 to close on Sunday, enjoy $2 games or lane rental for only $15 an hour, and shoe rental is free. And what would a party be without food? Primetime Grill has you covered with half-price bone-in chicken wings and drink specials. Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill Super Bowling Party with a big game on 41 screens this Sunday from 4 to close at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in South Ottawa. More food, more drinks, and more fun than you'll have anywhere else. When it's game time, it's prime time.
Yeah, welcome back here to West Franklin High School and tonight's KOFO High School Game of the Week here at West Franklin, where the Falcons are playing host to the Bulldogs of McLouth High School. McLouth 6-3 on the year. West Franklin 0-12 on the season without leading scorer Cade Fisher here this evening. The starters are Nathan Hauer, Matthew Gilkey, Cameron Johnson, Dustin Burns, and Shane Berger. The starters for McLouth: Jared Willits, Jackson Pope, Matt Kuglin, Tayshawn Barfield, and Ben Arnett. Pope, 6'8" senior, is going to jump for McLouth, getting a unenvious task of jumping against him is Dustin Burns, the 6' junior for West Franklin. McLouth controls the tip. Barfield will bring it across the timeline. Started out top by Gilkey. Slowly, McLouth's going to set up their offense. Working to the left is Barfield. Barfield out top here to Kuglin. Kuglin to Arnett. Down to Willits. Willits out top, Pope. He got it there by Burns. Now we'll give it back off to Barfield. Barfield work to his left. Then to Willits. Willits down to Pope. Pope going to kick it out to Arnett. Thought about the three. Going to go back inside. Pope. Turnaround jumper along the baseline is up, and it is good. The first basket of the night goes to Jackson Pope for McLouth. McLouth coming out in a 2-3 zone defense here. West Franklin will work it around the top of the key. Matthew Gilkey with it along the right wing. Gets it to Burns. To Hauer. Hauer going to take the three just a little bit short. Ball out of bounds off of McLeod on the rebound. It's a good look for Hauer. Just left it a little bit short off the front rim, but made a difficult read there for the offensive rebound, or for the rebound at all, and McLeod unable to control it. As Franklin gets it into Gilkey, had it knocked away by Barfield momentarily, but Gilkey able to track it down. Hauer will give it to Berger in the right corner. Now bringing it back out top, Cameron Johnson. Over to Gilkey. Now back to Hauer. West Franklin being very patient here, trying to look to get it inside. Gilkey has a look from three. Shot on the way is up, and it is good. Matthew Gilkey saw the three and pulled the trigger, and it's a 3-2 West Franklin lead. Barfield with it out top again. Started there by Hauer, getting a count. Official has moved his hand 5 times, but now there's a little bit of space. Barfield gets the screen. He's able to get the drive, and the layup is up, ain't good. Tayshawn Barfield, his first bucket, 4-3 McLouth. Gilkey on the drive, able to find Burns on the inside. Good pass there from Gilkey. Burns, nice job to finish up off the glass and in. Barfield being guarded by Gilkey, gets a screen from Pope. Into the corner to Arnett. Arnett's going to bring it back out top. Kuglin. Willits, 3-point basket on the way, and good. Back-to-back three-pointers on each end here. Gilkey thought about the three, over to Hauer. Now down to Burns in the left corner. Burns will get it back out to Hauer. Ball sent over to Gilkey. Gilkey moves to his right. Picks up his dribble and now give it off to Cameron Johnson. Johnson now to Hauer, working around the top of the key. Gilkey, a little drive. Berger at the high post, has to take it away from him. And a whistle and a foul. And this one might be going against Shane Berger. That is his first personal foul. First team foul, first foul of the ball game. Freddie Rogers going to check in here for West Franklin. He'll replace Cameron Johnson. Ball stolen away by West Franklin, and a whistle on the run out. The foul is going to be called on number 23. That's Arnett. His first. And the first team foul on McLouth. Rogers will get it into Gilkey. Back to Rogers. Thought about a three momentarily. Now pull it down, and West Franklin will go into their offense. Working around the top of the key against this 2-3 zone. In the 6'8", Jackson Pope stands in the middle on the back line. Ball into the post to Berzer. Kicks it out. Gilkey, good look at a three. Just a little bit too strong. And Pope controls the rebound for McLouth. Barfield brings it across the timeline. Gets it over to Pope. Now to Arnett. And down to Kuglin. Kuglin along the baseline. Trying to get it into Pope. Pope turnaround. Shot is up, and it is good. And a whistle and a foul going to go against West Franklin. Will send Pope to the free throw line, where he's going to get one shot for the old school 3-point play. Foul's going to go against Dexter Burns, his first. Second team foul. Pope toes the line for the first free throw. Shot is up, no good. There is Kuglin there for the rebound. Out to Pope. Thought about the three, gives it up over to Barfield. All knocked away, and it will go off Barfield last. It'll go back to West Franklin. Lost control of it there, and Gilkey went up, but Barfield tipped it away, and it went out of bounds to West Franklin. Howard, right wing, up to the high post to Burns. Able to get it over to Berzer. Back to Burns. Burns' pass is deflected and taken away by McLouth. Barfield up off the glass, and his shot is good. And a whistle and a foul going to go against West Franklin again. So this time Barfield's going to go to the free throw line with the opportunity for a 3-point play. I believe that foul is going to go against number 23 for West Franklin. That is Trey Rogers, his first. Philip Swank takes into the ballgame along with Cameron Johnson for West Franklin. Barfield's free throw is good. I think it's 12-5 McLouth. A 1-2-2 pressure here. Now McLouth coming into a trap. And a whistle and a timeout called by West Franklin. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So we're just going to keep it right here through this one. 3:39 remaining here in quarter number one. McLouth 12, West Franklin 5. 3 personal fouls called against West Franklin. Just one on the McLouth Bulldogs so far. West Franklin got a nice shot so far against this zone. Had a few good looks, just unable to get them to fall. But it is early in this game, as we saw in the first game, as the West Franklin ladies trailed by 7 at the end of one quarter, 4 at halftime, and then turned it on in the third quarter to get the 10-point victory. Rogers with it on the left side, gets it to Jesse James Martinez with the high post. Trapped down on him. Ball taken away on a whistle, and it'll be a kick. The ball will stay here with West Franklin. It was kicked by McLouth. Martinez caught that ball, but then brought it down and just had it poked away from him. Swank with it, kicks it out to Cameron Johnson. Now swing pass over to Matthew Gilkey. Out top to Rogers. Pass over to Cameron Johnson left side. Going to dribble it to the right. Send it back out to Cameron Johnson. Matthew Gilkey thought about the three, now drives. Gets it over Cameron Johnson, three-pointer on the way, no good. And the rebound taken down there by Willits. Quickly the other way, McLouth to pass just a little bit too much. Kuglin unable to catch that. It had a little bit of heat going to it. He'll go out of bounds and turn it right back over to West Franklin. And Howard will check in for Matthew Gilkey coming into the lineup. Raylan Begay for McLouth. Three-quarter court pressure. West Franklin gets through that. Hauer out top, gives it over to Cameron Johnson, now to Philip Swank along the right side. Trey Rogers with it, right wing now. West Franklin slowly moving here to get their offense going. Johnson on the drive, and he is going to be fouled on the drive. Foul is going to go against number 20. That's Barfield. His first for McLouth. Nice drive there by Cameron Johnson. Gus Forsberg will check into the ballgame now for McLouth. West Franklin gets it in. Hauer, corner three on the way, just rattles out, no good. Rebound down on the floor, picked up by the guy. We get it off to Barfield. Barfield down to Pope along the baseline. He's going to try a little runner, no good, but an offensive rebound, and the kickback is up and in by number 4, Forsberg. His first bucket of the night makes the lead 9 at 14-5. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. McLouth 14, West Franklin 5. Trey Rogers with it along the right wing. Drives in, kicks it out to Philip Swank. Swung around the top of the key. No pass. And deflection. McLouth tried to save it along the baseline, but it'll be out of bounds. Staying with West Franklin. Gilkey will check back in for Rogers. Matthew Gilkey will go in, triggered in underneath his own basket. Going to flip it out top. Got there by Cameron Johnson. Gives it over to Nathan Hauer. Hauer driving in. Shot blocked there. Pope just using his length there as he's able to get that block. Quickly the other way comes McLouth. And up goes Jackson Pope as they found him flashing to the near block. Basket is good, and the foul is going to be on number 15. That's Jesse James Martinez. His first personal foul. And the fourth team foul of the quarter on West Franklin. Pope's first free throw here. He completes the three-point play as this one is good. Berger and Burns checking back in for Martinez and Swank here for West Franklin. In the 2-1-2, this time three-quarter court trapping press for McLouth. Slowing it down, Cameron Johnson brings it across, gives it over to Hauer. Out to Gilkey. Pestered there by a couple McLouth defenders. We'll pull it back out, give it to Johnson. Johnson driving in, and we've got a whistle and a reach-in foul. It's going to go on number 4. That's Forsberg. His first personal foul, the third team foul. As Franklin kicks it in quickly to Matthew Gilkey out top. Gilkey over to Hauer. Hauer picked up his dribble. Now he's able to get it off to Johnson. Johnson on the drive, tried to make a pass down into Burns. And Burns wasn't ready for that heat on that pass as it goes out of bounds. The turnover will give it back to McLouth. 62 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Barfield gets it down in the corner. Forsberg. Now Pope at the high post. Barfield on the drive. Got a little bit of contact there. We're going to have a blocking foul called here against Cameron Johnson of West Franklin. That's his first and the 15th foul. Ball triggered in underneath. Barfield, little jump stop. Now he's going to take the jumper there. Shot no good. Rebound by Burns, and a whistle and a foul on McLouth. The guy, his first and the fourth team foul on the Bulldogs. Now the Bulldogs will back out of the pressure here. West Franklin gets it across the timeline. Hauer going to get it off to Johnson. Now over to Matthew Gilkey. It's a screen there on a little pick and roll. But Burns was covered up. Hauer comes over to help out. And a whistle and another foul going to be called here against Forsberg for reaching in as he grabbed the arm of Hauer. Foul on Forsberg is his second and the 15th foul on McLouth. Matthew Gilkey dribbles between the circles. He's going to move to his right. And we've got a whistle and a double foul going to be called here away from the ball. A lot of contact underneath. number 20 on each team. Barfield and Burns are each going to pick up a personal foul here. So 16 fouls apiece as they were paying each other a little bit too much there. West Franklin will retain possession here underneath its own basket. 21 seconds to go, trailing 17-5. Howard has a look from about 22 feet. He drains the long three-pointer there. Nathan Howard, his first basket of the night, a long three-pointer, cuts the lead down to 9. 5 seconds remaining. Forsberg going to give it off to Begay with 3 seconds to go to Pope. Pope turnaround 12-footer, no good. And we reach the end of quarter number 1. McLouth in front, 17-8 over West Franklin. 60-second timeout. You listen to the high school basketball on KOFO.com.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com. But if you were rewarded for shopping, Sutton's Jewelry is doing just that. Receive $10 cash back for every $100 purchase at Sutton's. Treat yourself at Sutton's or use as a gift. It's your choice. And speaking of choices, Sutton's has an extensive selection of engagement rings, wedding sets, diamonds, gemstones, gold, contemporary metals, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, watches, and every piece qualifies for the $10 cash back on every $100 purchase. Offer good through February 14th. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main Street, Ottawa.
And back here at West Franklin High School, underway in quarter number 2. McLouth 17, West Franklin 8. Pass down inside, the shot up off the glass is good for Coogan. His first basket of the night. The lead back out to double figures at 11, 19-8 for McLouth. Howard with it on the left wing. Dribbles out towards the top. Kicks it over to Matthew Gilkey. Gilkey gets a screen from Berzer, moves to his left, over to Cameron Johnson. Back over to Gilkey, thought about the three, now a step back, kick it over to Berzer along the right side. Knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. The ball will stay here with West Franklin. Howard with it out top, over to Gilkey. Gilkey has his feet set, three-pointer on the way, no good. Matthew Gilkey, offensive rebound, has it knocked away. And he goes to the ground and be whistled in a traveling violation. Had it knocked away momentarily as he grabbed it back, went to the floor. And the whistle will call the traveling and the turnover on West Franklin. Coogan going to bring it across the timeline for McLouth. Right inside, direct pass into Pope. And Pope with 9 now as he puts it up off the glass for 2. Howard kicks it out top to Johnson. Over to Gilkey. Gilkey picks up his dribble, now finds Howard. Cameron Johnson left corner. He drives baseline, tries to dish it off to Berzer. A little bit too strong. Berzer unable to get control of that. Quickly the other way goes McLouth, and Willett driving, splits a couple defenders up off the glass for 2. He's got 5 points of the night. The lead is now out to 15. Burns in the corner. Gets it into Berzer. Berzer kicks it back out to Howard, now to Gilkey. Gilkey thought about the three, kicks it over to Cameron Johnson. Howard to Gilkey. Gilkey on the drive and has a whistle, and it will be a foul. You can quite tell. It looked like he had it taken away from him there, but the foul is going to go on number 4. Forsberg for McLouth. That's his third personal. The 17th foul on the Bulldogs is going to send Matthew Gilkey to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1 here for West Franklin. First shot on the way is true for Gilkey. He earns the second. At the charity stripe here. Matthew Gilkey toes the stripe for his second. Shot on the way, also good. Matthew Gilkey with 5 on the night, 23-10. McLouth on top. Inside it's Pope again. This through over his left shoulder, shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound taken down there by Trey Rogers. Gives it to Nathan Hauer to Gilkey. Back to Hauer, and now we're over to Rogers. Rogers to his right, finds Gilkey. Gilkey sets his feet, three-pointer on the way. This one misses wide to the right. Rebound brought down by Kuglin. Up front quickly the other way is Jared Willits. Up off the glass, shot is good again. Willits does a nice job of getting going forward. Hauer three-pointer at the other end is up, and it is good. Nate Hauer now with 2 first-half threes. He's got 6. That's the lead down to 12. Pope in the lane. Turnaround again over the left shoulder. This time is good. Real quickly back and forth here. Rogers, he has a look at 3. On the way there from Rogers, no good. Burns tries to chase it down in the corner. It was last touched by McLouth as it'll go out of bounds and stay with West Franklin. Swank and Caden Conway checking in. Swank already been in. Caden Conway is first action of the night. Checking in for Hauer and Burns. Swank with it inside, put it up, and Pope using his length grabs a hold of it there, causes the alternate possession with the jump ball. But again, it will stay with West Franklin. Trey Rogers with it. Going to kick it back out. Is it to Conway? He'll give it back out to Matthew Gilkey on top. Rogers right wing now. Conway. Going to give it to Berzer. Kicks it back out. Rogers thought about the 3. Pulls it down. Gives it over to Matthew Gilkey. Back to Rogers. Has a look at about a 15-footer along the baseline. No good. Pope with another rebound for McLouth. On the drive. Kuglin goes up there. No good. But a whistle and a foul is going to send Matt Kuglin to the free throw line to shoot 2 for McLouth. The foul is going to go against Conway. It looks like for West Franklin. First foul on Conway, the 7th team foul, but it's a 2-shot foul here as Matt Kuglin misses the first. Kuglin toes the stripe for the second. And another one that's just a little bit too long. Battle for the loose ball rebound. And it just finds the hands of Jackson Pope. And he puts it up off the glass for another bucket. He's now got 13. And a pass good for Swank. He tried to deflect it to keep it in bounds. But it came down on the sideline and out of bounds. It will go back over to McLouth once again. 16-point lead, 29-13. McLouth on top. Quickly try to throw one in, looking for Pope. Deflected there by Gilkey, and a good thing as Jackson Pope had found himself wide open on the low block. Klaus triggers it in, and they're swinging around again. Here's Pope coming through the middle. Turnaround baby hook in the middle of the lane is up, and it is good. Pope with 15 extends the lead to 18 for McLouth. Berzer, baseline drive, goes out. Shot affected there by Pope. He's going to bring it down, dribbling the other way. He's going to go up. Layup is up and good. Howard trying to take the charge, but Pope able to avoid him. Now the other way. A turnover going to be called against Conway as he shuffled his feet, and a whistle and a timeout is going to be called. Another 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here through this. West Franklin calls a timeout as the lead is ballooned to 20 at 33-13. It was 9 at the end of the first quarter at 17-8. And it is a 16-5 run here in quarter number 2 for McLouth, who's been able to get out on the fast break and get some easy buckets there on some runouts. Last basket, Jackson Pope took it coast to coast himself. He affected the shot underneath. Able to get the rebound and just quickly turn and go the other direction, using all 6'8" of him. Get down there. McLouth with the possession here along the far side. Suglin brings it across the timeline. He'll pull it up, tries to get it in to Pope. Pass deflected and taken away by Wes Franklin. Johnson on the drive, goes up. Pope with the block. Suglin quickly the other way, serving it up to Willits. Willits was in trouble there, tried to save it, throws it off the bottom of the backboard out of bounds. Back to Wes Franklin. Quickly the other way, pass to Howard, back to Cameron Johnson. He's going to drive, go up, and it's going to be an offensive foul here called against Cameron Johnson. A little bit out of control. Pope just happened to be standing in the right spot in the middle of that lane for McLouth to draw the charge. Second personal foul on Johnson. The 8th team foul to the offensive variety, so not shooting free throws here. Suglin out front being guarded by Johnson. Gets it off on the right side over to Arnett. Out ball to Willits. Picks up his dribble, kicks it to the corner there. Drive by Kuglin. And a whistle and a foul on the drive by Kuglin. Foul is going to go on number 11. That's Cameron Johnson. That's his third personal foul. Came up a little lame. Looked like he rolled an ankle there, trying to walk it off. Matthew Gilkey will check in. Matt Kuglin going to go back to the free throw line for McLouth. There's a strike for the first. Free throw on the way, too long. Rebound Jackson Pope, and he just flicks it back up and in. Pope, off balance there in the middle of the lane, just flips it up, and it was able to find the bottom of the net. Good touch there from Pope. Pope now with 12 in the quarter. Howard, three-pointer, no good. Rebound Kuglin for McLouth. He's going to drive. Gets a little bit of a screen there. Throws it up. And a whistle and a foul. This one's going to go against Shane Berzer for Wes Franklin. It's a double bonus. That was a shooting foul anyway. Kuglin's going to go back to the free throw line to shoot two more. Two fouls on Shane Berzer. First free throw on the way from Kuglin is good. Kuglin now with 3 points here. And he chose the strike for the second. Kuglin sets and fires, and this one's no good. Rebound, Philip Swank. This is Trey Rogers. Now they'll pull it back out, give it to Matthew Gilkey out top. Power along the right side. High post to Martinez. Back out to Rogers. Gilkey, three-point look on the way, no good. Pope with the rebound, keeping it up high. Now he'll lead the break the other direction. He'll pull it out, give it to Kuglin. Into the corner, Begay. Down to Kuglin in the block. Got a shot off, no good, but Begay is there for the offensive rebound and the stick back. Lead up to 25. Pass ahead is intercepted, saved by McLouth. So Wes Franklin has it. Get it over to Howard. He goes up. He'll be bumped and fouled on his way up. Foul's going to go against number 2, Jared Willits. It's his first personal foul, the 8th team foul on McLouth. Nathan Howard going to go to the free throw line to shoot two here. First free throw on the way from Howard, just a little bit too strong, no good. Howard going to step to the line to shoot the second. Howard shoots it. This one left a little bit too short, but he's able to get the rebound, and he'll be fouled as he does so. So Howard going to go back to the free throw line again, and he's going to get an opportunity here with the 1-and-1. 9th team foul. The foul is on Begay. It is his second personal foul. Rylan Begay, 5'11", sophomore for McLouth. This free throw by Howard is good. So he earns the second one this time. 38-14, 2:02 remaining here in the first half. Howard's second is short. Rebound by Willits. So it's going to get off to Kuglin. Kuglin bring it across the timeline for McLouth. Down to Arnett. Arnett drives baseline. In a little bit of trouble. Able to find Willits. Shot up by Willits from about 10 feet is good. Willits now with 9 in the ball game. The lead back out to 26 at 40-14. Shot there partially blocked by Pope. Brought down by McLouth. Googling going to get it over to Arnett. Inside to Willits. Back out to Arnett. Arnett will dribble it back out top. Give off to Googling to reset the offense for McLouth. Pope down to Willits. Willits working along the block there. No good on the shot, and a whistle and a foul. Good block out there from Philip Swank. Swank going to go to the free throw line as that foul will go on Willits. His second and the 10th team foul on the Bulldogs. Philip Swank going to step to the free throw line. Shoot 2 foul shots here. Double bonus time. First shot a little bit too strong, no good. Minute 20 remaining here in the half. 40-14. McLouth on top. Second one from Swank is good. His first point of the evening. Quickly the other way, Coogan gives it over to Arnett. Arnett looking to get it inside to Pope. Nothing there, so he kicks it out to Willits. He's going to drive baseline, in trouble. Flips it back out to Pope. Back to Willits. Has a look at a 3, but his heels were on the sideline, so it'll turn it over. Give the ball back to Wes Franklin. Burns checks back in for Swank here for Wes Franklin. Gilkey brings it across the timeline over to Hauer along the right side. Out top, Rogers, now to Gilkey once again. Franklin moves it around, has Burns along the baseline. Again, Burns going to drive baseline, in a little bit of trouble, gets his shot up there. It was altered a little bit by Pope. Wes Franklin will have it. 35 seconds to go. Wes Franklin still in possession here. Hauer has it over to Gilkey. Matthew Gilkey off the bounce. Three-pointer on the way is up, and it is good. Second three-point basket of the ball game for Matthew Gilkey. He now has 8 on the night. Lead down to 22, 40-18. The defensive stand here by Wes Franklin needed. 12 seconds remaining. Willits has a look at 3 for McLouth, no good. Rebound, Matthew Gilkey. 6 seconds remaining. 4 now. Going to give it to Trey Rogers. Back to Gilkey. Gilkey going to put one up at the buzzer. No good. And we've reached halftime here at West Franklin High School, where McLouth, with a big second quarter there, has extended its lead out to 22 at 40-18. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have our halftime report from here at West Franklin High School. You're listening to KOFO High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
Whether you're in the game or working around the house, injuries happen, but not all of them warrant a trip to the ER. For sprains, minor cuts, and less serious ailments, Advent Health Ottawa's Express Care Clinic can help. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Advent Health Ottawa, helping you feel whole. Visit adventhealthottawa.com.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT building or online at orcottawaks.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
And welcome back here to the KOFO High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com. Luke Queen at West Franklin High School. We're at halftime of the boys basketball game where the McLouth Bulldogs lead over the West Franklin Falcons by a score of 40-8. McLouth outscored West Franklin in quarter number 2, 23-10. They led 17-8 at the end of the first quarter. And then a big 23-10 run there in quarter number 2. Extended that lead out to 26 at one point, but it was trimmed down to 22 by the Falcons prior to reaching the end of the half. Leading the way for West Franklin in the first half with 8 is Matthew Gilkey. He's 2 for 7 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3. He's also hit 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Nate Hauer, he's got 7 points. He's 2 for 4 from the three-point line and 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Dustin Burns has 2, and Philip Swank has 1. That's the scoring for West Franklin in the first half. For McLouth in the first half, Jackson Pope leads the way for the Bulldogs. He has 19 first half points. He's 9 of 11 from the field. He's got 18 of those from the paint and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Jared Willits has 9. Tayshawn Barfield with 5. Matt Kuglin with 3. And Gus Forsberg with 2 to lead the way for McLouth. But here at halftime, it is McLouth 40 and West Franklin 18. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more from West Franklin High School. You're listening to High School Basketball on KOFO.com.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting our local schools. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
And welcome back here to West Franklin High School. Again, we are at halftime here of the boys contest. And at halftime, it is McLouth 40 and West Franklin 18. Wasn't really the West Franklin turnovers or anything like that led to this big lead by McLouth. It was actually just the shooting percentage for McLouth, 72% in the first half. They're 50% from the three-point line. The worst place on the floor for McLouth so far in this first half has been from the free throw line. They're only shooting 38% from the line. West Franklin, on the other hand, 5 of 21 in the first half. They're shooting 24%. 33% from the three-point arc as they hit 4 first-half threes, and 50% from the line, just 4 of 8 from the free throw line. It is points in the paint, complete domination by McLouth in that area. They've got 32 of their 40 first-half points from inside the paint, and that is led mainly by 6'8" senior Jackson Pope, who's 9 of 11 in the first half, and he has 19 total points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 18 of his 19 are scored in the paint here this evening. West Franklin turned it over 9 times in the first half, 7 McLouth turnovers. McLouth has turned those 9 turnovers by West Franklin into 11 points, and West Franklin able to get 4 points in the fast breaks. Offensive rebounds 6-5 in favor of McLouth, and second chance points 8-7 in favor of McLouth. So it hasn't been just McLouth dominating in those areas. It's just been in the paint this entire time. 72% from the field, 50% to the three-point line for the Bulldogs as they've run out to a 22-point halftime advantage over the West Franklin Falcons, 40-18. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with more from West Franklin High School. I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
Protect you and your family from the flu. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Did you know you can get your flu shot at Kramer Pharmacy at 134 South Main? The flu can be life-threatening to some young people or elderly. It's best to get the flu shot as soon as you can so you're protected going into flu season. Covered by Medicare and most insurance. Get your flu shot today at Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, with convenient parking on Main Street or out back at Legacy Square. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
This is Eric Price, funeral director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
Introducing the KOFO Travel Club, formerly known as the People's 50 Plus Travel Club. Same great travel adventures, but now open to everyone. So pack your bag for an overnight trip with the KOFO Travel Club to the Downstream Casino in Quapaw, Oklahoma. Round-trip motor coach travel, 1 night of luxury accommodations, 3 great meals, and $15 in gaming cash, all for just $135 per person. Jackpot! Departing Ottawa, March 4th at 8:30 a.m. Returning the evening of March 5th. Booking deadline is Tuesday, February 4th. So call now so you're guaranteed a spot. 785-242-2212. That's 785-242-2212. Come join the adventure. Come enjoy the fun with the KOFO Travel Club from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
And welcome back here to halftime at West Franklin High School, just completing the winter royalty ceremonies here. And congratulations to Queen Caitlin Pringle and King Eli Matthias, as they have been voted in as the King and Queen of West Franklin High School here at Winter Royalty Night. And at halftime here of the boys varsity contest, it is McLouth 40 and West Franklin 18. Very quiet here as they're getting these pictures taken of the candidates and the attendance and royalty on the floor. So they will have a little bit more of the royalty going on here this weekend. West Franklin girls came away with the victory earlier, 39-29. At halftime here, it is McLouth 40 and West Franklin 18. McLouth has done a great job on the interior. They've got 32 points in the paint, just 2 points in the paint for West Franklin. A 6'8" senior Jackson Pope has been causing a lot of issues for West Franklin as they've tried to get the ball inside. So we're going to have to start knocking down even more outside shots. Our 33% from beyond the arc in the first half, 4 of 12 for West Franklin. 1 of 2 from deep are the Bulldogs from McLouth, but they have that big 22-point advantage at halftime, 40-18 over the host West Franklin. So we've got a little bit of an extended halftime period here with the ceremony taking place. Clock ran down and stopped with 3 minutes to go. And now we're waiting for them to get it started back up as the teams will make their way back out onto the court, get loosened back up for the second half of this ball game. But in the first half, leading the way for McLouth, Jackson Pope, 19 first half points. Jared Willett, he has 9. Tayshawn Barfield's got 5, Matt Kuglin with 3, and Gus Forsberg with 2. For West Franklin, Matthew Gilkey leads the way. He's got 8 first-half points, 2 of 7 from deep. Nathan Hauer, he's got 7. He's 2 of 4 from three-point range. Dustin Burns has 2, and Philip Swank has 1. So we're going to take our last timeout. It's going to be a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we should be ready for second-half action from here at West Franklin High School. You're listening to the KOFO High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com. Follow your favorite area high school or Ottawa University team with the KOFO Sports Guide. The KOFO Sports Guide features your team's schedule from basketball and soccer, wrestling and softball, golf, tennis, baseball, and track. Pick up your free KOFO Sports Guide at Ottawa University. Edward Jones representative Ryan Henningsen and Edward Jones representative Jason Burvey. You can also view the KOFO Sports Guide online at KOFO.com.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It's no secret that many of our youth are engaging in risky behaviors at earlier and earlier ages. We at Life Care Center of Ottawa are working to stem that tide by educating middle and high school students in Franklin and surrounding counties using our Relationships Under Construction curriculum. The week-long program is for grades 6 through 9 and takes students on a journey to recognize and avoid the pitfalls of poor lifestyle and relationship choices. RUC meets the state's requirements for sex education. Bring Relationships Under Construction to your school. Call 785-242-4500.
Yeah, welcome back here to West Franklin High School. Getting ready to start here in quarter number 3. At halftime, it was McLouth 40 and West Franklin 18. McLouth pounding it away inside. 32 of their 40 points coming from inside the paint. They've gone to 6'8" big man Jackson Pope all night long. He's got 19 points leading the way for McLouth. West Franklin without Cade Fisher here this evening. Just in street clothes. Hopefully Cade gets back as he's a good scoring option for West Franklin and also provides that height that they're looking for. McLouth starting with the ball again right inside to Pope. Shot up off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound brought down by Pope. He'll step through. Shot up off the glass is good. So Jackson Pope going right back to where he was. He had 19 first half points, now has 21 for the game, 42-18. Ball inside to Shane Berzer. Berzer going to kick it back out to Cameron Johnson. Johnson going to drive. Kicks it out to Hauer. Has a look at a three. Just a little bit short. But Pope brings down the rebound for McLouth. He'll give it off over to Barfield. He'll bring it across the timeline. Works to his right. Over to Arnett. Arnett gets a screen. He's dribbling out top now to Kuglin. He'll force it inside to Pope. He'll kick it right back out as West Franklin dropped 2 people down on him quickly. They're trying to double that post entry pass. Pope now moves to his left, going to kick it over on the wing. He's got Kuglin. Kuglin with a 15-foot jumper up and in. And Kuglin now with 5 points for McLouth. Berzer in the corner, drives baseline, going to pull up from about 12 feet. Has his shot blocked there by Willits. Willits brings it down, and the other way comes McLouth. Kugelin up off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound and stick back there for Pope. Again, using his size, he's able to get in there. Not a big body. He's able to slither past some people and get into the lanes there to be able to get those rebounds. Somebody's got to do a better job of putting a body on him and keeping him away from those short rebounds there. Cameron Johnson, baseline drive, gives it over to Burns. Out to Gilkey. Gilkey, step back three on the way, looking good. And it is Matthew Gilkey, his third three-point basket of the night. He's now got 10, 46-21. West Franklin trailing here. Willits, right side, going to drive to the lane. Now kicks it back out onto the right wing to Kugelin. Kugelin out to Arnett out top. Arnett works to his left, over to Willits. Now down to Barfield, going to get it inside. Pope again over his left shoulder, turnaround, no good. Kugelin saves it. He throws it down off the feet of Berzer. It'll go out of bounds off of West Franklin, and it will stay with McLouth. Philip Swank going to check in for Burns. McLouth triggers it into Pope. Out to Arnett. Now they're going to try and find Pope rolling through the middle. Barfield led him a little bit too much with the pass. It's out of bounds. They will turn it over and go to West Franklin. Gilkey quickly up to Howard. Back to Gilkey. Over to Johnson. Pushes it down inside to Berzer. Berzer goes up. Shot block there, but he's able to get it back. Shane Berzer up off the glass. This time no good. And Pope brings the rebound down from McLouth. Again, the Bulldogs quickly the other way. Willits on the run out. And his shot no good. A rebound brought down by Cameron Johnson. Driving the other way. Johnson going up. Shot goes in, and a whistle and a foul. And Cameron Johnson going to go to the free throw line. Try and get the and one here. Foul is going to be on number 20. That's on Barfield. It's his third personal foul. The first team foul of the half on McLouth. Cameron Johnson trying to complete the three-point play here, and just off the front rim, Willits will bring down the rebound. Give it off over to Barfield, who'll bring it across the timeline, working along the right wing. Has it poked away momentarily by Gilkey, but he's able to find Pope. Pope, the turnaround jumper from about 15, right at the elbow. His shot is good. So 6 points here in the second half for Pope. Johnson driving in, goes up. Shot is blocked by Pope. West Franklin recovers. It's it out to Howard. Now over to Gilkey along the right side. Swinging around this time. It's going up. Cameron Johnson, a three-pointer on the way, is up, and it is good. Johnson here, his first three of the night, has 5 second-half points. Cuts the lead down, back down to 22, 46-28. Ball into Pope. Kicks it back out. Now McLouth will swing it around. Willits on the drive. Gives it over to Arnett. To Barfield. Barfield dribbles out between the circles. He's going to work to his right. On the drive, goes up, and a whistle and a foul. And he's going to go up to shoot two. Foul, I believe, will be on Nathan Howard. It is. It is his first personal foul. First team foul of the half on West Franklin. Tayshawn Barfield at the free throw line, shooting two. Barfield's first free throw is good. He's now got 6 points in the ballgame. Trey Rogers is going to check in, and he's going to take the place of Cameron Johnson. Barfield is second. I was on the way, also good. 50-26, 3:55 remaining here in quarter number 3. Howard down to Philip Swank in the corner, and he'll be called for the traveling violation. Shuffled his feet as he went to make that drive along the baseline. So turns it back over to McLouth. Barfield gives it up to Kugelin. Kugelin will bring it across the timeline. He'll pull it back out and hand it off to Tayshawn Barfield. Barfield going to work to his right. Gets a screen there from Kugelin. Getting it down into Pope. Pope double team. Kicks it back out. And now Barfield finds the lane as the C started there. And Tayshawn Barfield drives it in. Trey Rogers goes up. Bump fakes. Gets Pope in the air. And did a little step through there. Took a bump from Pope. First foul on Jackson Pope is going to send Trey Rogers to the free throw line here for West Franklin. It's a two-shot foul. Rogers' first free throw on the way is just off the front of the rim, no good. Rogers toes the stripe for his second. Second free throw on the way. This one is pure. First point for Rogers here this evening. Barfield will bring it across the timeline. Going to give it over to Pope at the high post. Down to Barfield in the corner. Barfield driving to his right, and a whistle and a bump. And we're going to have a foul called here against West Franklin. It's going to go against Matthew Gilkey, his first. Team's second foul of the half. McLouth getting it in underneath. Swinging it around the top of the key. Into Pope. Pope had it knocked away by Berger. He's going to try to kick it out to Begay, who just checked into the ballgame. But a little bit too wide on the pass to Begay, so the turnover gives it to West Franklin. Gilkey brings it in, gets West Franklin into their offense. Berger, shot from the elbow, blocked there by Pope. The other way comes McLouth. Barfield with it. Calls out for screen from Pope. He'll get it down into Willits on the block. And Jared Willits goes up with the turnaround off the glass. Good for his first basket of the half. He's got 9 points that'd be 11 points. Quick three here taken by Howard. It's so good. Pope brings down the rebound, kicks it off over to Barfield. McLouth back on the offensive end. Barfield gets the screen. Nobody picks him up. 15-footer on the way is good. Barfield with 6 second-half points. He goes into double figures now with 11. 56-27. McLouth on top. West Franklin works it around the top of the key. Rogers gets it to Berger. Berger, 15-footer on the way. Sits on the rim, and it falls off the front. Pope with another rebound there for McLouth. Bulldogs quickly down into Willits. Shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul is going to go against Shane Berger. Going to be his third personal foul. A quick post entry pass as Willits ran the floor well to get down and get some post position established. He's going to go to the line for two. First shot from Willits from the line is no good. Martinez and Cameron Johnson checking in. They'll take over for Berger and Hauer. Forsberg checks back into the ballgame for McLouth. He'll take over for Kuglin. Jared Willits. Free throw, the second one is good. 12 points now for Willits. Cameron Johnson right side. Looks to his right, gives it to Jesse James Martinez in the corner. Trey Rogers, ball fake, drives in, dumps it off down to Martinez, but we've got a whistle and a foul, and it's going to go against number 14, Begay. It is his third personal foul, the third foul of the half on McLouth. McLouth staying in the 2-3 zone here. West Franklin will get it in out top to Trey Rogers. Kicks it over to Cameron Johnson. Thought about the three, now brings it down, and he'll give it off to Mount Gilkey. Back over to Johnson. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Pope with the rebound. Barfield brings it across the timeline on the right side. Quickly inside, it's going to go to Pope. Pope shot no good. Offensive rebound, stick-back attempt, no good. Willits pulls away the offensive board. And again, McLouth will go right back down inside to Pope. He'll put it up off the glass and good. Extends the lead out to 32, 59-27, 50 seconds remaining. Gilkey thought about the three, gives it to Rogers. He's going to pull the trigger on a three, and Rogers' shot is in. Trey Rogers' first three-point basket of the evening. 59-30, 35 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. To Pope at the high post. He tries to find Forsberg on the cut. Underneath, Forsberg forces one up, no good. Rogers takes it away, gives it off to Cameron Johnson. Johnson on the drive. Shot up off the glass, will not fall, but we've got a whistle And Cameron Johnson's going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. Foul is going to be on Willits, his third personal foul, fourth team foul of the half on McLouth. Cameron Johnson's first free throw is up, and it is good. Hauer and Swank checking back into the ballgame, placing Rogers and Martinez. Johnson toes the strike for his second. Shot on the way. This one misses to the right, rolls off. And we've got a whistle and a foul is going to be called here on, I believe Philip Swank is going to be called for the foul. Looks like it could have been a tie-up opportunity there, but Swank must have had a hold of the arm of Pope as he tried to get that rebound. And now another quick whistle and a blocking foul going to go here against Cameron Johnson. That's his fourth personal foul. And the 15th foul on Wes Franklin. Caden Conway going to check back into the ballgame. He'll replace Johnson. Couple quick whistles coming here. Barfield brings it across the timeline, dribbling it out between the circles. Get it over to Kuglin. Kuglin now to Willits. Barfield trying to force it down in. They've got Pope. Pope up off the glass. His shot is good. And a whistle and a foul is going to go against Wes Franklin. I believe that's going to be on Burns. It is. That is his third personal foul. And it's actually going to go against Swank. So it's his second. Burns still with just two fouls. But Pope at the free throw line, looking for another three-point play. No good. Long rebound is on the floor, and the clock will run out. We've reached the end of quarter number 3. McLouth 61, West Franklin 31. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball on KOFO.com.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. To test your home, check with your local agricultural extension office for an inexpensive home test kits or find a certified professional, per Kansas state law, to test during a real estate transaction. Consider building radon resistant for your new home. Call 1-800-693-5343 or visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
And back here at West Franklin High School as we get ready for quarter number 4, McLouth 61 and West Franklin 31. Jackson Pope leading the way for McLouth now with 29 points. All of them in the paint there, another 10 in that quarter. West Franklin moves it around the top of the key, pass directed towards Berger, was a little behind him, taken away by Pope. Pope going the other way, tries to drive, has it poked away by Berger, and he's unable to maintain control of it. It'll go out of bounds and back to West Franklin. Falcons trailing here by 30. The clock continues to run here in the fourth quarter. Hauer gets it to Berger at the top of the key on the drive. Shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Arnett. Arnett will give it over to Barfield, who will bring it across the circle. Dribbling out top, Gilkey guarding him. Over to Kuglin, now to Arnett. Back to Willits. Barfield looking to try and get it inside for Pope once again. Pope kicks it out. Willits in the corner for 3 on the way, no good. Rebound brought down there by Caden Conway. Conway gets... Excuse me there. West Franklin saves it, kicks it out. Hauer, three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound again by Jackson Pope. Forsberg comes to the scorer's table along with the Gay to check in for McLouth. Kuglin with it over to Willits. Pope Flashes to the high post, but nothing there. Barfield going to drive, take it up, foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line. No shot there. Foul's going to be called on the floor. It looks like it's on number 32. That's going to be Berger. That'll be the fourth foul on Berger. It's actually going to send Barfield to the line for a 1-and-1. Barfield at the line to shoot his first. Shot on the way is
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
all right, and we're back here. Sorry about that technical difficulty there. 62-31, McLouth on top. 4:40 remaining in the ball game. West Franklin on the attack here. Gilkey, three-pointer long, no power coming in for the rebound. He's able to get the offensive rebound, save it in. Trey Rogers has it poked away, but it will go out of bounds and stay with West Franklin. Cameron Johnson will check back in. He'll replace Nathan Hauer. Rogers triggers it in, and a foul there as Begay tried to step in front of that pass, but was a little bit behind that one. Arnett checks in. He'll replace Willits for McLouth. 15th foul on McLouth. It's a fourth on Begay. Quickly in, three-pointer on the way from Cam Johnson. No good. Rebound, McLouth. They're going to give it off to Barfield. He'll dribble across the timeline. Picked up there. Going to give it over to Begay, left side. Down inside, and the pass goes. Shot goes up by Ethan Monroe's checked into the ball game. We're going to rebound West Franklin. Johnson on the drive. Shot is up, no good, and Barfield going to bring down the rebound for McLouth. Looks like McLouth's going to start emptying the bench here. This number 15 set to check into the ball game, and I don't even have him on my roster. And West Franklin also going to clear the bench here. Foul on number 20 here is Barfield for his fourth. The 16th foul. Hayner, McCurdy, Dosh, and Nathan Hasler check into the ball game for West Franklin. Begay, Arnett, Forsberg, Monroe, and not sure who number 15 is. He's not listed in the program, but he's on the floor, so must have put his name in the scorebook. I'd have to look that up in order to give you that. Was McLouth with it. Swing around the top of the key. Arnett has a look for three from the right wing. No good. Rebound brought down by Forsberg. He's going to dribble it back out, guarded by Hayner. Goes around him, going to drive in. Shot goes up, no good, and we've got a whistle and a blocking foul called here against West Franklin. Our foul is going to be on number 34. That's Hasler, his first. And the 8th team foul is going to send Forsberg to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Actually, it's going to be a two-shot foul as Forsberg was in the act of shooting. His first free throw is up, and it is good. And the clock continues to run now, 63-31. Minute 35 remaining here in the ballgame. Second free throw from Forsberg. This one's off. Battle for the rebound taken by Monroe. Ball stolen away from him by Hasler. Hasler will bring it across the timeline for West Franklin. Gives the ball over to McCurdy. To Hayner, back to Hasler along the left side. Dribble handoff, McCurdy. Then he pulls it out, gives it back to Hasler once again. Hayner to Rogers in the corner. Rogers going to get it off to Hayner. High post, Hasler. Jumper from there, no good. Rebound brought down by Zaysh. Zaysh shot blocked there by Monroe. He'll give it off over to Forsberg. Forsberg will dribble it across the half-court line and give it over to Arnett. McLouth gives it over to Begay. Begay into the corner, Forsberg. McLouth looks like they're just going to be willing to work it around the top of the key here. 35 seconds to go. Begay inside looking for Monroe. Poked away by McCurdy. Going to stay with McLouth as we roll under 30 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Forsberg to trigger it in. Looking for somebody. Able to get it into the corner. Arnett rips through, and he'll dribble it back out top. Hasler trying to create a 5-second count here, but Arnett able to step through that, dribble it away, and he's going to dribble out the clock here as we reach the end of the ball game. The final score, McLouth 63 and West Franklin 31. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, give you the totals, and we'll be back to wrap it up from here at West Franklin High School. You're listening to High School Basketball on KOFO.com.
I perform for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music, the performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the high school in your community.
Who do I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Kansas learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back here to West Franklin High School. We're playing with you tonight here from West Franklin as we've reached the end of the boys contest where McLouth defeated West Franklin by a final of 63-31. It was dominated down low by McLouth. 6'8" senior Jackson Pope goes for 29 points on the night, 28 of those in the paint, 14 for 20 from the field. Jared Willits and Tayshawn Barfield tossed in 12 points apiece. Matt Klugen with 5 and Gus Forsberg with 4 for the Bulldogs of McLouth, leading away for West Franklin. Matthew Gilkey, he had 11 points, 3 of 10 from three-point range, was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Nathan Hauer, he had 7. Cameron Johnson added 6, 4 points for Trey Rogers. 2 points for Dustin Burns and 1 point for Philip Swank. West Franklin will fall to 0-13 on the season with the loss. Still looking for that first win of the year. Had just a difficult time with the height and the scoring ability of Jackson Pope here this evening. Again, he goes for 29 points on 14 of 20 from the field. He had 7 total rebounds is what he was credited for. It was not really a game that was dominated by anything but points in the paint. 48-4. McLouth outscores West Franklin in the paint. West Franklin committed just 13 turnovers, 12 committed by McLouth. McLouth did get a 15-6 advantage in points off of turnovers, but it was just points in the paint completely dominated by McLouth here this evening as they move to 7-3 overall. West Franklin falls to 0-13. Appreciate everybody tuning in here on KOFO.com for this Game of the Week broadcast tonight from West Franklin. The West Franklin Lady Falcons won the first game over McLouth by the final score of 39-29. But McLouth came back to get the split in the boys contest with the 63-31 victory. Again, thanks to Judy and Tommy back at the studio for getting me in and out of all the breaks. And a quick reminder, good luck, Chiefs, this weekend. I hope everybody had a good evening here listening to high school basketball. From West Franklin High School, I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.